Over the past 5 years, I have been interviewing experts from around the world, across various industries, engaging in conversations that uncover their challenges and provide insights to help you become a better international business leader. In this video channel, I'm distilling insights from over 50 hours of podcasts into actionable knowledge for you. Today, we delve into Japan. Japan has solidified its position as the third largest economy in the world, boasting a staggering GDP of approximately 4.2 trillion in 2023. With a population exceeding 125 million, Japan represents one of the largest consumer markets globally. This highly developed market economy is characterized by its strong manufacturing base, technological innovation, and strategic trade relationships, making it a fertile ground for international business. Japan's business culture is deeply rooted in a hierarchy, where seniority influences decision-making and communication. Relationships are crucial, with trust built through both formal meetings and informal social gatherings. For foreigners, navigating this cultural landscape requires patience and adaptability. Expect a slower, consensus-driven decision-making process that values every voice and relies on indirect communication. Today, we explore the experiences of foreigners working in Japan and how they collaborate with Japanese professionals. We also examine how Japanese individuals engage with their foreign counterparts, shedding light on the intercultural implications and common misconceptions about Japan. We do this by drawing insights from industry experts that I interviewed on the podcast. Tom Roberts is a senior executive, author, keynote speaker, and certified executive coach who has helped hundreds of C-suite, VP, and director-level leaders redefine the overseas experiences as career-making superpowers. Jason Durkee, based in Tokyo, has spent the past 25 years focusing on helping business professionals innovate, communicate, and work across cultures, and translate learning into action and results. Jeff O.D. has worked in Japan as an educator for over 30 years. During this time, he has collaborated with many global companies in his roles as a coach, trainer, consultant, presenter, and educator. Let's begin. Foreign executives are usually highly competent individuals who have succeeded in Western markets but struggle to adapt their leadership styles to the nuances of Japanese culture. The pressure to perform can be overwhelming, especially in a society where face and reputation hold significant weight.
I think there's this stereotype of the expat or foreign executive being this bulletproof, know-it-all leader who's always a few steps ahead. But in reality, the typical executive who seeks us out, or more often needs to seek us out but doesn't know it yet, they've probably hit a wall they didn't see coming.
Cultural challenges and misunderstandings. Let's look at 4 common challenges faced by foreign executives. Silence in meetings. In Japan's high-context culture, silence is not uncomfortable. It is a sign of respect as individuals listen before responding. Language delays. When speaking English, Japanese colleagues may take longer to formulate the responses due to structural differences between Japanese and English. Unstructured presentations. Japanese discourse often follows a non-linear path, which can be confusing for those accustomed to direct communication styles. Cautious decision-making. A desire for thorough understanding and risk aversion can lead to slower action, reflecting high responsibility rather than indecisiveness. Leadership is a dynamic process that evolves significantly when it crosses linguistic and cultural boundaries. It's not merely about working harder or executing better strategies, it's about embracing adaptation and humility. By shifting mindset from trying to win in Japan to genuinely understanding its culture, as a foreign expat in Japan, you can transform your experiences into opportunities for growth. The shift in leadership dynamics. Leadership is a dynamic concept that transforms significantly when crossing cultural and linguistic boundaries. At its core, leadership revolves around influencing and inspiring others, but the methods employed to achieve these goals can vary dramatically across different cultures. In many Western contexts, Effective leadership is often associated with clear communication, direct feedback, and decisive action. Leaders are expected to be transparent and swift in their decision-making processes. On the other hand, in Japan, leadership requires a nuanced approach that emphasizes reading the air, a term that encapsulates the subtleties of communication and the importance of understanding unspoken cues. A critical concept in Japanese business culture is nemoashi, which refers to the behind-the-scenes consensus building that occurs before any significant decision is made. While Western executives may view decisiveness as a hallmark of strong leadership, in Japan, taking the time to build consensus fosters trust and credibility among team members. Language as a barrier and bridge. Language plays a pivotal role in shaping leadership effectiveness across cultures. Many executives underestimate how much nuance and emotion can be lost when communicating in a non-native language. For instance, what may sound like a confident assertion in English could be perceived as blunt or disrespectful in Japan. Similarly, vague expressions in Japanese might be misinterpreted by Western leaders as indecision. The essence of effective cross-cultural leadership lies not in changing one's fundamental style, but in expanding one's awareness. Great leaders adapt their communication styles to respect cultural differences instead of imposing their own frameworks. This adaptability is crucial for creating an environment where team members feel safe to contribute. Common misunderstandings about Japanese business culture. Assuming shared commitment. Many expats mistakenly believe that Japanese colleagues share their level of investment in global business matters. While Japanese professionals are dedicated to their work and relationships, they may not prioritize international developments outside Japan. Misinterpreting communication styles. Foreign leaders often fail to recognize that Japanese colleagues communicate differently due to high-context communication styles. This means that understanding requires more than just listening. It involves recognizing subtleties and context. Focusing on surface etiquette. Newcomers might think that mastering formalities like proper attire or business card exchanges will be sufficient for successful engagement. However, such surface-level gestures do not capture the deeper complexities of trust and relationship building inherent in Japanese culture. The Japanese decision-making process. In Japan, decision-making is not linear. It emphasizes collaboration and collective input from various stakeholders. This approach can feel slow and indirect to those accustomed to Western business practices, where speed and decisiveness are often prioritized. Yet this method serves a vital purpose. It fosters harmony, minimizes risk, and cultivates an environment where everyone feels a sense of ownership over the decisions made. Another critical aspect of Japanese communication is the importance of subtlety. In many cases, what is left unsaid carries as much weight as the spoken word. Foreigners used to direct communication may misinterpret polite responses as agreement when they're actually not committal. You thought it was a yes, it's not. For instance, an "I'll consider it" response might be a polite way of saying no, which could lead to misunderstandings if not properly interpreted. This highlights the need for foreign leaders to tune into these cultural nuances rather than relying solely on explicit verbal cues. Navigating diverse personalities in Japanese workplaces. When working within a global company's Japanese branch office, leaders will encounter various personality types. The great performers. These individuals excel in both their technical skills and their ability to navigate global contexts. They are rare gems worth nurturing. Keep them. The long game cynics. Often seasoned employees who have witnessed multiple management changes. They may adopt a wait-and-see attitude towards new initiatives. The good talkers. These individuals possess strong English skills and can engage with foreign colleagues, but may lack follow-through on commitments or work ethics. Traditionalists with limited English. While they may not communicate fluently in English, their dedication and sincerity can make them valuable team members once their strengths are recognized. The scrubs.
Finally, you have to realize there's going to be some total scrubs. This is folks who couldn't get into maybe more prestigious Japanese companies. They somehow lucked into your situation and it's not good. But don't think that because someone doesn't have good English ability, natural sounding pronunciation, they fall into this category. Judge them on the performance, not on the language.
Planning multicultural meetings. Common complaints include excessive giveaways. Many Japanese attendees are not interested in promotional items like mouse pads or t-shirts. Get to the point. Over-the-top entertainment. Extravagant activities or forced fun can be off-putting. Simplicity is often preferred. Lack of follow-through. When meetings generate excitement but lead to no actionable outcomes, employees feel demotivated. To ensure successful meetings with a predominantly Japanese audience, consider the following strategies. Preparation is key. Ensure participants know their roles well ahead of time. For mixed groups, dedicate time for Japanese participants to prepare separately before the main event. Start slowly. Begin with a comfortable pace to help everyone acclimate. Provide clear structures and specific directions about what will happen during the meeting. Focus on practicality. Content should be straightforward and actionable. Avoid abstract concepts that cannot be implemented. Encourage meaningful interactions. Design social activities that promote genuine engagement among participants from different backgrounds.
Brené Brown writes, "Clear is kind, unclear is unkind." This sums up multicultural communication so well.
Let's get to some practical tips for cross-cultural communication. Speak slowly and clearly. I try to do my best, by the way. Adjust your speaking speed to about 0.75 times your normal pace. This helps ensure clarity and comprehension. Use shorter sentences. Break down your thoughts into shorter sentences with defined pauses to make processing easier for non-native speakers. Be patient. Allow 15 to 30 seconds for responses after asking questions. This patience demonstrates respect for their need to process information. Summarize discussions. Before moving on to new agenda items, recap previous discussions to reinforce understanding and clarity. Express gratitude. Acknowledge efforts made by team members to communicate in English, especially since it can be challenging for them, as it is for me. Conclusion. We've explored the vital role of cross-cultural communication and training for both expats and Japanese professionals. Understanding the nuances of Japanese communication styles can significantly enhance collaboration and effectiveness in the workplace. Investing in comprehensive training programs that teach not only language skills, but also immerse employees in the cultural context will benefit multinational companies operating in Japan. By recognizing and adapting to these cultural differences, organizations can create stronger teams capable of navigating the complexities of global business while fostering an environment of mutual respect and understanding. If you're looking to deepen your understanding of global markets and enhance your international business skills, follow this channel and also check out the International Business Podcast. Join me as I interview industry experts from around the world, sharing valuable insights to help you navigate the complexities of international business. Cheers.
The world is stuck in a hard place. They are stuck in a split between the two world's great superpowers, the United States and China.
What you might call multi-domestic strategy, which means that they customize the products, they customize the marketing strategies.
And they would all say, Thompson, musukashi, very difficult to do. I don't know,